Mobley passes to Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Olajuwon. Thompson outside. Up top, Durant. 5 on the clock. Pass to Mobley. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Inside Mobley is set up for success. His size and reach means the rim is
making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. To the paint. Stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Edwards. And he banks in the layup.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Timeout. And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Mobley finds Durant. Sacramento passing it around. And a miss there on the triple. And Wembanyama has the ball here for Chicago. Pass to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Edwards. Rebound by Sacramento. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Robertson. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson against Edwards. Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. And here's Edwards outside. The shot, no good. And that concludes the first quarter play. It's the Bulls. They lead by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
They've got Kevin Durant. He's out there with Mobley. And it's Robertson in at point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. It's McDaniels on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Robertson. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Wembanyama. 5 points in the game. Outside Edwards. From the arc. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5. Looking shaky out there. Kings trail by 3. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Brian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Edwards. Shoots over Thompson. Edwards, no good. On offense, here are the Kings. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Thompson's shot is off. Chicago leading by 3. Pass to Kirilenko. Outside Edwards. And there's a pick. The 3. Oh, Edwards showcasing the range.
And how about the deep ball right there? Edwards looking comfortable way outside the arc.
Timeout called, the Kings. And Sacramento has possession. 6-point game. Pass to Mobley. Here's Olajuwon, covered by Wembanyama. Mobley on a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, there's the alley. Edwards against Thompson.
Sacramento foul call. Oscar Robertson. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Right side, McDaniels. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Robertson. Here's Olajuwon. Here's Robertson. Shot clock at 5. Durant for 3. Knocks down the long J. Durant's got 5 points.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Edwards against Thompson. Outside for Wembanyama. Stolen by Mobley. Right side Durant. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And it's now only a 1-point Chicago lead.
And KD getting to his spot there. He thrives in the mid-range.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Robinson. Here's Kirilenko. Still without a bucket. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Here's Robertson. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Bulls leading by 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Kings trailing. On the court for Chicago, they've got Victor Wembanyama. He's out there with McDaniels. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. Now here's Durant. Pass to Olajuwon for the lead. And it's good on the layup.
And passing is something Durant has really worked on. And you see the results with the sweet dime right there.
Here's Kirilenko. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. Here's Robertson. Mobley outside. Outside Durant. Over McDaniels. Durant's shot is off. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for Chicago. The lead is 2. Edwards against Thompson. Edwards, a pass to Kirilenko. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Robinson. From the high post. Hauled in by the Kings. Pass to Mobley. Sacramento passing it around. Here's Robertson. Chicago with a rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Now Edwards. Brown. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Timeout called. Sacramento. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. It's good.
On the catch and shoot, Durant is so effective. You have to run him off his shot.
Here's Kirilenko. No points yet. Right side, Robinson. Pass to Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
Wow, what a move from Edwards. He's fantastic at creating for himself.
Thompson finds Mobley. Here's Robertson. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Robinson. Edwards for 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Here's Olajuwon. Count it and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Sacramento shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
At the line for your Kings, Hakeem Olajuwon. 1 shot.
The Bulls trail by 3. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Robinson, a screen on Thompson. Edwards against Thompson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Pass to Durant from deep. Yes, sir! KD for three.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense, it's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Outside McDaniels. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Here's Robertson. Durant for three. And so it's Sacramento with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back.
Of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Klay Thompson. Kevin Durant is out there with Mobley, and it's Robertson in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Over to the left wing. From the stripe, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Bulls trail by 11. Timeout, Bulls!
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of this.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bulls said to the team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. 3 on the clock. Edwards. Oh, the miss in the face of great defense. Here's Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Can't get the layup. Edwards against Thompson. Now McDaniels. Oh, missed on the train.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, he can't get the layup. The Bulls trail by 11. Now Edwards. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Let's loose for 3. Can't get it to go.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Here's Robertson. Got a hand on it. Here's Wemby. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter here. That's off. Sacramento leading by 11. Thompson outside. Here's Robertson. Durant fires. Can't get the 3.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Now Edwards. Robinson, a screen on Thompson. Edwards against Thompson. Muscling it up and in. Edwards.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
The Kings call timeout. Here's Olajuwon, covered by Wembanyama. Here's Thompson. Outside Durant. Oh, it misses. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Bulls. Now Edwards. Screen by Robinson. Tosses it up. Oh, he hits a tough fadeaway. And so here's Sacramento. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Robertson.
So Indiana wins the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. D-Wade out there with Joe Dumars. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Kareem, and it's Nowitzki in at the small forward position. Here's O'Neal. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
O'Neal throwing himself around and coming away with the bucket. He is an absolute wrecking ball and a gigantic one on the glass.
Now here's Pippen. Love with the screen for Pippen. From 12 feet out. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside Dumars. Wade finds Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Now Nowitzki. From deep. A rebound by Gasol. Cooper against Wade. Pass to Payton. Pippen with the wide open look. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Nice shot off the catch there. Pippen shows you a little bit of everything every night.
Outside Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Nowitzki. O'Neal sets the screen for Nowitzki. Second shot opportunity. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, O'Neal is just so strong. Impossible to deny him when he makes up his mind to get to the bucket. Able to blast through any contact.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Hey, because he's such a commanding force, sometimes sending Shaq to the line is your best option.
Pass to Love. Dumars against Payton. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
It's Payton, high post. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pippen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki.
Nice timing on the rejection from Dirk. His teammates like when he hustles on the defensive end like that.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pippen's gone 1 of 4 from the field. From 7. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Pass to Cooper. Back to Pippen. 1:36 left here in the first quarter. Nice crossover to get that one. Pippen's got his second basket.
Merciless move by Scotty with the ball, completely unbalancing the defender.
Here's Wade. Good D by Love.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pippen finds Love. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Pippen misses. Indiana leading by 3. Pass to Wade. Now Abdul-Jabbar. The kick out to Dumars. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 ball. Love grabs the board. 3 on 3. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gasol against Dumars. And Gasol gets it to go.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Pippen against Wade. Nowitzki with the screen on Pippen. Wade from outside, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pacers lead by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass.
Oh, Gordon! Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Woo-hoo! Woo!
So it's the Pacers now. They trail by 1. Nowitzki, the pass to Wade. Shoots over Pippen. Wade can't hit. And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's stolen by Wade. Pass to Dumars. Shoots over Pippen. Dumars misses.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Pippen against Dumars. Shoots a fader. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Gasol's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
Well, you can't neglect to box out Gasol. I mean, this guy does a really good job sticking his nose in there and creating extra possessions with his work on the board.
Let's hit 5 from 18. Here's Shaq, and Shaq with the slam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy game.
Kareem flushes.
Yeah, I don't think you can allow Abdul-Jabbar to get ideal position inside, because if you do, he's dunking it all over you.
Back to Pippen. Gasol on the high post. Pass to Cooper. Just over Wade. And it's Cooper missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
Payton outside. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by, there he's it from three-point range.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Chicago grabs the miss. Stolen by Wade. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Nowitzki. Here's Shaq. Oh, the size and the force of Shaquille O'Neal.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism, impressive.
O'Neal is screen on Payton. lets it go from 14. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Bulls up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Scottie Pippen, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And so here is Chicago. 3-point lead. So with Jordan on the bench. This is Phil Jackson's lineup. Gary Payton is out there with Pippen. Then there's Cooper. Then there's Gasol. And it's Love in at the force line. Abdul-Jabbar finds Wade. Nowitzki sets a screen for Wade. Nice touch on the back shot. Wade's got his first points of the night.
Well, it's obvious Wade loves the mid-range, and the mid-range loves him back. He's got just the right release for that distance.
Pass to Cooper. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's Pippen missing. Pippen's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Kareem up high for the alley-oop.
And Abdul-Jabbar makes alley-oops look easy, effortless. Throw it his way, and he uses that long reach and nice bounce to slam it home.
Outside, Payton. Pass to Love. Over Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Love missing.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
That misses off the backboard. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 1-point game. Out to Payton. Fires from deep. Cranes the 3-pointer. Payton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's a shot that Payton can occasionally make. I like whenever he looks to expand his range some, though.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Payton. Pass to Pippen. To the paint. Here's Gasol, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, it's hard to establish good D on Gasol because of his height and his width. But, you know, he'll happily win a trip to the line by using what he has.
Bulls shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And what you like about Gasol, he can put up big numbers, but he also does the little things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
And so Marc Gasol nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Nowitzki outside, and Kareem throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Gasol, a screen on Abdul-Jabbar. Love goes in.
They want to see Love work that hard and draw fouls. It may take a toll on him, but it's essential to this team that he stay physical.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2, Love.
That's good from Love.
Every night, Kevin Love is a double-double waiting to happen. He is a hard man to contain in the paint.
Second free throw, no good.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Pass to O'Neal. Here's Dumars. He's looking for Abdul-Jabbar and finds him. Nowitzki for 3, and that comes off the assist by Abdul-Jabbar. Nowitzki's got 5.
You know, we know Nowitzki is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Does a fabulous job measuring up these shots.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's O'Neal, and Shaq with the slam.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Pippen sets a screen for Payton. Back to Pippen, and the slam dunk by Pippen.
And the shots just keep on falling for Pippen. And seeing him find his rhythm is sure to motivate his teammates.
Indiana moving the ball over. Outside Dumars. Clock at 6. Nowitzki outside from past the arc. And Indiana, another 3.
And few big men can shoot it like Nowitzki.
Pippen against Abdul-Jabbar. Payton outside. Gasol, a screen on Dumars. Three-pointer, Payton.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
For Chicago, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Chicago, Gasol. Shooting 1.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Indiana, they've got Abdul-Jabbar. Dumars is out there with Wade. Then there's Nowitzki, and it's Shaq in at the center position. Wade passes to Nowitzki, and the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift on that one.
Over to the wing. Takes a step back. Love lays it up off the glass. Love's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation, when he looks to take over.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
Nowitzki, the pass to Wade. Clock at 4. Unloads from 13. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Here's Cooper. Dumars against Payton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. And it's the Pacers' ball. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Dumars. Takes the three. Buries the deep ball.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Put your hands together in your bubble.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bulls said to the team. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap." Guys?
Thank you, Allie. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Launches it. Does not go in. Indiana leading by 3. It's picked off. Knocks it loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Kevin Love, rebounded by Nowitzki. And it's Indiana's ball, Wade outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
In Wade, we trust in the big moments. This guy knows how to get it done by himself in the clutch.
Outside Pippen. Shakes him. Sinks the big jumper.
Boy, that's leadership right there. Coming through in the clutch. Pippen knocking it down in a big moment.
Wade feeling it out a bit. Cooper against Nowitzki. Down he goes for 3.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game, clear. Nowitzki outside. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pippen against Wade.
I like the defense's hustle, but Wade smartly turns their efforts against them and draws the foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them the lead. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Payton with the screen for Pippen. Now Love to take the lead. Rebounded by Nowitzki.
Against length. Good job trying the fadeaway, but it is a low probability shot.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Now Love. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Allowing to the Pacers. Wade. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
O'Neal there for the rebound. And so the Pacers take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and
It'll be Orlando off the tip. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. And it's Sampson in at the center position. And here's Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And it's Bird with a rebound.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled.
Here's Bird. And he gets it to go.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Hill. Back to Lillard. No good on the shot.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Sabonis outside. Here's Bird. Three-pointer. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now Lillard.
Wrong test. First personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside, Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's our test, defended by Lillard. Sabonis looking over the floor. Pass to Bird. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Bird's got 8.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from them.
Now here's Hill. Now here's Jordan. Fires, high post. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Pass to Carter. Now here's Sabonis, covered by Jordan. Here's our test. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Orlando calls timeout. Magic trail by 9. Outside, Hill. Jordan with a screen on Carter. Hill the pass to Jordan. It's hauled in by Sampson. Chicago with the ball. Big run right now for him. 11-2. 41 seconds left in the first. Pass to Carter. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by the Magic.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Now here's Jordan. No made baskets yet. And the layup is good off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back to the game after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Chicago?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
We've got Damian Lillard, and it's Jordan in at the three, the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Pass to Jordan. And a pass break now for the Bulls. Here's Bird. Here's Artest. Count the basket. Artest has got 5.
Look, the defense was there, but he made a great adjustment at the rim.
Jordan, the screen. Knocks it loose. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Chicago, Vince Carter, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Carter nails them both. Now a timeout called by Orlando. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, B.A. A new generation is entering the league, and Draymond Green said these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Guys, back over to you.
Yeah, it flipped quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie. Pass to Lillard. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Outside Carter. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Some solid defense from Jordan. Now Lillard. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Sampson. Here's Artest. He's got 5.
2 minutes remaining.
Sabonis outside. Fires it. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 13.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. 20 feet out. Orlando with the rebound. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Jordan with a screen on Sabonis. Jordan against Carter. Jordan with the bucket.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Orlando foul. Bart Eaton. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Here's Bird. Cash money from 16 feet away. Bird's got 7 points here in the quarter.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Back to Lillard. It's hauled in by Sampson. Sampson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Sabonis right side. Chicago passing it around. Pass to Sampson. Now Sabonis, covered by Jordan. 4 on the clock. Carter can't get it to go. Lillard deciding where to go with it. From deep, Jordan. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Chicago up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back after this word.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, so close. Give it up for the participant.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And for Chicago, let's take a look. And it's Carter in at the 2-guard position. Pass to Sabonis. Sabonis with a screen on Lillard. Back to Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. And it's the Magic with the ball. They trail by 16. Here's Hill. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Sabonis finds Carter. Pass to Sampson. Now Sabonis. Outside Carter. From outside the arc. Buries it from 3. Carter's got 5.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Orlando calls timeout. Now here's Hill. Pass to Malone. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's Jordan. Misses from close range.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Artest can't get it to go. Magic trail by 17. Pass to Malone. Now Lillard. Here's Malone. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Orlando shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Karl Malone. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence. And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Magic trail by 17. Here's Hill. Drops in the layup for 2. Hill's got 6.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Hill's got a perfect 3 for 3 so far. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Artest. He's got 5. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Eaton. Lillard passes to Malone. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Artest. Pass to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Here's Artest. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Lillard outside. Pass to Hill. 23 seconds left in the third. The shot's good.
What's incredible, he doesn't need much space to let it fly. Lillard's shooting touch does wonders for his team's spacing.
Carter with it. 5 points in the game. They set the screen. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Damian Lillard, and it's Malone in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And here's Lillard. Pass to Jordan. The rebound by Carter. Chicago leading by 9. Here's our test. Sabonis outside. Here's Bird. He shoots! And no one in the vicinity.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Tries from 19. Yes, sir! It's the jumper. Chicago leading by 9. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Now Carter takes it inside. Bucket! Straight in!
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to
show there. Wow, that's not easy to do.
And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Timeout, Bulls. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team, and they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Sampson. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. They set the pick. Shot from 6. Clock at 4. It's blocked. Now Sabonis. Here's Carter. Oh, it's off.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Now here's Jordan. Tight defense on him. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, yeah! That's good!
Safe to say, the outcome is no longer in question.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Floats one up, book it!
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
From deep. Oh, the shot is off. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And
So Indiana wins the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Dumars. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Wade in at point guard. Indiana on D. He gets it in there. Dumars with it to the inside. Here's Shaq. And finished off by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Now, here is Bird. Back to Sabonis. A jump hook. Pacers with the rebound. High post, Nowitzki. The shot that time, not on target. Carter, the pass to Artest. Outside, Sabonis. Here's Carter. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Right things there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Nowitzki. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Always the size advantage. The great timing as well from Dirk Nowitzki.
Left side, Sabonis. And now the fast break. Nowitzki with the ball. Now here's Dumars. Yep, that one goes.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Artest against Nowitzki. Carter down low.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Artest against Nowitzki. Bird kicks to Carter. Back to Bird. Stolen by Dumars. Here's Wade. O'Neal. It's good on the putback.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
And timeout called by Doug Collins. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. There's 1:26 left to play in the first. Pass to Artest. Back to Bird. Over Dumars. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Wade passes to Nowitzki. Outside Dumars. Back to Nowitzki. 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
.44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Sampson kicks to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. They need this one.
Well, terrific defense from Dirk. Takes the perfect angle to contest perfectly.
Pass to O'Neal. Bird against Dumars. Nowitzki in the post. Makes it off the glass. Nowitzki's got 6.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's Indiana up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting much closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So with Jordan on the bench, this is who Doug Collins has out there. We've got Carter, Bird out there with Sabonis. Then there's Artest, and it's Sampson in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Carter outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Carter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago. Wade dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Jumar's the pass to Nowitzki. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Another shot. Sampson pulls it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Nowitzki. O'Neal sets the screen for Wade. Bird against Wade. Bird kicks to Artest. Bird left side. Shot clock at 5. Over Wade. No good from Bird. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Down low. It's tipped. Carter outside. Over Wade. Misses off the left iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's O'Neal. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Shaq's got 6.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Well, the game is going global. Players Association President and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Back over to you, Kevin.
Crossing over the borders. Allie, we thank you very much. And the shot goes in. 1:05 left in the first half of basketball. Nowitzki outside. Wade bounce pass. Nowitzki outside. O'Neal sets the screen for Nowitzki. To the middle. 4 on the clock. Shaq passes to Nowitzki. And here's Jumar's outside. Bulls trail by 5. Outside Artest. Carter with the screen on Shaq. Carter left side. And that one, good. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Right at the free throw line. Wade misses. Carter looking around. Over Wade. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Bulls trail by 3. Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. They've got Nowitzki, D-Wade out there with Dumars. Then it's Kareem, and it's Shaq in at the center. Inside, here's Wade. Wade inside.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Bird outside. Fires top of the key. And it's Carter again missing.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Up top, Dumars. Bird covering. Out to Wade. Over Carter. It's all in by the Bulls. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Bird. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size. And that is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And Doug Collins wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here's our test. Still yet to score. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Outside Carter. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Nowitzki. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Nowitzki's got 8 points.
A mid-range specialist. All Nowitzki needs is a little wiggle room, and he's going to let it go.
Sabonis finds Carter. Pass to Bird.
2 minutes remaining.
Sabonis' screen on Dumars. Bird inside the three-point line. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Nowitzki, the pass to Dumars. That one good for 2. And it's an 11-point Pacer lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
This is his first free throw of the game.
The line for your Bulls, Arvydas Sabonis. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Wade kicks to Nowitzki. Here's Dumars. He's got 6. Here's Wade. Oh, tough finish from Wade.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Bird kicks to Artest. Here's Carter. Here's Sampson. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
Wade on the wing, covered by Artest. And here's Dumars outside. Good on the triple. Dumars got the lead up to 13 now for Indiana.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Outside Artest. Over Nowitzki. Artest, good.
That mid-range J right in his wheelhouse. Nicely done.
And so it's Indiana holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So it's Jordan on the bench. This is who Doug Collins has out. They've got Sabonis. Carter is out there with Artest, and it's Bird, and it's Sampson in at the 5. Pass to Artest. Here's Sabonis, and here's Carter, defended by Abdul-Jabbar. The lead now in single digits. Carter's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Nowitzki. Shaka's screen on Bird. Nowitzki, the pass to O'Neal. Chicago grabs the miss. Sampson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now Sabonis. Carter outside. Here's Sabonis. From 14. O'Neal there for the rebound. Wade with it. Sabonis defending.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Wade against Carter. He takes it in. Got it to go.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he got.
Oh! And it's sent back by Sabonis. Carter down low, covered by Dumars. Good! Lays it right in there.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team, and they told their team, no easy threes, let's guard that arc, don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And it's Ron Artest with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now O'Neal. O'Neal bullies his way inside for the bucket.
We have gotten used to this kind of dominance from Shaq. He just knows how to take over games.
Sabonis' screen on Nowitzki. Throws it down. What an assist!
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Stolen by Bird. Oh, what a play inside.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Nowitzki. Launches from deep. And it's off.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now Wade. O'Neal fires. It's blocked.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And Doug Collins wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Carter against Wade. Now Bird. 5 on the clock. Here's Carter. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
The energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if we can handle the second. That's off as well, so he misses both.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we've still got a game.
And timeout called by Doug Collins. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Shoot 2.
drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now we present the player of the game, Shaq.